y'all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and we got a lot of exclusives for you today, so I'm excited for this. So much to talk about. Drew Sidora is going to be on the show today with Chanel Nicole Scott, and they have an event happening in Atlanta next weekend on the 21st. It's called Comministry, but of course, I had to get all in Drew's business about Real Housewives, her divorce, her movie. She's got a movie right now that is literally the number 5 movie being watched nationwide, so we'll discuss that. Also, if you've wondered, how do artists win Grammys, and how did Eve manage to get a Grammy from 27 years ago? Torae is going to be joining us. He's one of the chairs of the Black Music Collective from the Grammys. He's going to break it all down for you. And of course, on Lip Service that's out right now, we had the Brat and the real BB Judy. And the two of them got really spicy on the show, but they have a book out all about their relationship. We got all that for you today. It's all exclusives all day on Way Up with Angela Yee. When we come back, let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. You can always call us up and shine a light on somebody who you want to show some love to, somebody who's doing something positive. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time to shine a light. This is near and dear to my heart. Today, I want to shine a light to dancehall artist turned minister, Marion Hall, but you know her as the legendary dancehall artist, Lady Saw. Now, she is the first ever female dancehall artist to win a Grammy Award and also go triple platinum. Also collaborated with No Doubt, Missy Elliott, people like that. Of course, we know this classic song right here, Sycamore Tree.
Do you remember?
Well, she has become a Christian minister, a gospel singer, but now she is opening her own restaurant. It's called Pot of Love Jamaican Restaurant, and that is going to be in Florida. So congratulations to Marion Hall. I love to see people evolve and change and grow, but she still got some bangers. Now, Dion, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on an artist that changed my life and a person that changed my health situations, Dr. Savy, for the health, and then for changing my life, Spiritual Tony. I listen to his songs, Talking to the Moon, It Won't Be Long, and Simple Things.
Okay. What would you say is something that was really beneficial for you from Dr. Savy?
The whole eating tip that we are electrical beings and we need fruit instead of all this meat. I've been cleaning meat for about 4 years.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. And I'm glad that you found the information that you needed that made you feel more productive and cleaner and healthier.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I appreciate you.
All right, Miss Angela.
Well, that was Shine a Light. And since we're talking about Grammys, because like I said, Lady Saw did win a Grammy, let's talk about how do people actually win Grammys? Who votes? How do they decide who gets nominated? How can you be involved? We have Torae, who is the co-chair for the Black Music Collective for the Grammys. When we come back, it's Way Up.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.
Hey, it's Angela Yee. Listen, we all want the best without having to pay the most. That's where Verizon comes in. Get this. Now you can take your AT&T or T-Mobile bill into any Verizon store. They'll look at what you're paying and give you a better deal, period. Now is the time to head to Verizon for a deal you don't want to miss. You get the amazing coverage you want while keeping more cash in your pocket. Visit your local Verizon store to start saving today. Must provide recent consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms and conditions apply. Ever feel like your floors are still dirty even after mopping? That used to be me, but not anymore now that I use the Swiffer Power Mop. That's because Power Mop gives you a deeper clean you can see and feel. The new micro scrubbers deliver deep cleaning actions with each swipe. Unlike my string mop, Power Mop absorbs messes and locks them away, even in hard to reach places like behind the toilet. My house is clean. For floors that look, smell, and feel clean, try the new Swiffer Power Mop. Love it or your money back.
Yeah, let's go.
Turn me up. Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee, and this is my guy right here.
Oh, man.
My Brooklyn brother, Torae, is in the building.
What's up, Ange?
And I saw you at Grammy weekend doing it big. All right, so talk to me about the Black Music Collective at the Grammys, because that feels like the place to be.
For sure. The Black Music Collective is just an organization within the organization, and it really just is there to uphold, to strengthen relationships, to make sure that the Black creators get their just due across all genres of music.
There's been times people have boycotted the Grammys in the past, so this feels like a really proactive way of making sure that people's voices are heard and that we're represented at the Grammys. You talk about your peers. Some people also don't know how Grammys work. So can you break that down?
So it's a peer-based voting system. So like me, right? I'm a voting member. If you have 12 credits in any professional recording capacity, you could be a voting member yourself. Any category that gets awarded, if you are any of those fields,
That you have 12 credits.
12 credits, right? Mm-hmm. Another thing is the information is right there on the website. Mm-hmm. So sometimes people want to be ignorant because
Go
it's
to ChatGPT.
it's easier to just be ignorant and be opposed to the process than like looking it up and seeing how simple it is to get down. And then you get down and then you vote. That's who should be making the decisions, the people who make the art.
Right now I'm talking to Torae, co-chair of the Black Music Collective for the Grammys. And then one thing that really made headlines this particular year was Eve. Eve was able to receive her Grammy for You Got Me, the verse she had on there. And this is 27 years later that she was able to come and get that.
Crazy.
So what was the process behind getting her that Grammy?
You know, Eve was on the interview and it came to light that she didn't have the Grammy for that. And then I was just like, but she should. You know, it was for Best Rap Performance. And that's another thing people don't understand is the categories. Best Rap Performance doesn't mean like she performed it at a show. It's you performed it on the record, right? You're a voice on the record.
Okay.
So we know that that's Eve on the record, even though she's not credited. I'm like, well, I'm in the culture. I know it's Eve. You know it's Eve. We all know, right? We all know it's Eve. But the credits don't stay that. So what do we have to do? So shout out to Tunji from Def Jam. The Roots assigned to Def Jam. I was like, yo, I'm trying to do this thing for Eve. I know the Roots wasn't with you when they dropped this project, but you know, what do I need to do? I need to get some credits. He was like, well, let me put you with the catalog people from Interscope and MCA. It was a guy by the name of Greg Prinks. So shout out to Greg. So I get this. I call the awards department. I'm like, listen, I got this record that I know this person performed on. They're like, all we need is the credits. So I get them the credits. And it was just as simple as that. What I've been hearing now is, well, get one for Jill Scott. And let me break that part down. Jill, we know, wrote the words. The way that the awards work is that if it's in the song category, that's a songwriter's award. Because it's performance. See, you understand.
Okay.
You're smart. You went to school. Because Jill didn't perform on the record, she's not eligible for that Grammy. If it won Best Rap Song, that's a songwriter's award. And that goes to everybody who wrote on the record. 90% of the time, if you rap the record, you wrote the raps, so the artist is still awarded. But in other genres, you know, if Whitney wins for I Will Always Love You, Dolly Parton gets that. It's in the song because she wrote that song. So that's how it works. So another thing is just like understanding how the process works. Every category awards something different. Once you know just the nuance of it, it's pretty simple to figure out.
Thank you so much, Torae. And for people to follow you, it's just Torae because you got on there early.
Got on there early. And yeah, shout out to you, Ange. I appreciate you.
All right, watch that full interview on my YouTube, Way Up with Yee. He gives so much great information. And when we come back, Lip Service, we have a new episode that's out right now featuring the Brat and the Real BB Duty. We got some scoops for you when we come back. You know they got a book out. It's Way Up.
We're talking about Angela Yee. You're Way Up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee, and listen, I got some exclusives for you guys on Lip Service. The Brat and the Real BB Duty were on. They have a book out called The Way Love Goes, and they're giving advice, but they're also building on what happened during their relationship. So when you first start dating somebody, you know you got to cut your roster off. Here's what they had to say about that.
You had to get rid of some...
About 6 or 7, but go ahead.
Okay. How long do you think it takes before you can get into the committed relationship to get rid of all of them?
Well, if you was never fully, completely happy and never felt love the way you felt love from this person, then you ready to ditch all that. But I had to figure out ways to tell certain people because there were kids involved in some situations. And it was like, okay, I'm attached here and I'm attached there. So I was trying to just figure out how to get rid of all that, but not be grimy or be an ass about it.
The other thing that you have to do is communicate, okay? And if you give your ex a card, you should probably let the other person know. Listen to this.
You gave your car when we was in a relationship.
Beautiful.
You
Don't
told
say
me her feet was pretty.
I didn't.
When we were living together.
It was not. It was innocent, beautiful.
You trying to get?
I wasn't like
the
flirting,
comparison
but you
giving
know
is
I
so
wasn't flirting.
far-fetched.
with
So what was the
girl.
context of you telling her feet were pretty?
So she had got a pedicure and she sent the picture of her toes and I was like, oh, pretty. And oh my God, had I known she didn't like that or would get offended by it, I would not have done it.
In what situation is that even okay though?
When was she cut off
Right,
completely?
because after the toes in the car.
Right.
Maybe 6 months from us living together.
No, that's not true. 6 months?
Yes.
And imagine what that first time was like for them when they finally connected sexually and got intimate. Here's what they had to say about that first time.
When we first slept together, she didn't want to leave. It was a thing with her with multiple orgasms. So it would want to back. It wouldn't be just one. So our first time, it was that she started that way. She started with, I'm not done with you.
You can listen to that full interview everywhere you get your podcast. But iHeart, we got the best podcast network. And there was a lot of back and forth. And I think you'll find it quite entertaining because everybody bickers. But when you're in love, it's all about how you make up. So make sure you check the full interview out. And when we come back, we got your Yeeti. And Cardi B has a huge announcement. I kind of feel like we knew this was coming. When you hear about it, you'll know why I said that. It's way up.
She want the tea. Oh, she came with receipts. It's time to spill that Yeeti.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for your Yeeti. Cardi B has announced her brand new hair care line. And she is very into making sure that her hair is healthy, it's long, it's thick. Well, her hair care line is called Grow Good Beauty. And here's what she had to say.
It took me about since 2016 to now to grow my hair. I'm not going to tell you what I'm using for it because I got to test it out first. This is Belcalis, Bronx girl, mother of 4, walking down the block, being the baddest. I am very passionate about this and I really love to. When I was younger, I really used to hate my hair. Now that I'm older, I grew to love it, appreciate it, and it's really a part of me.
All right, and WNBA player Rickea Jackson has agreed that she will testify against Atlanta Falcons player James Pierce Jr. if the domestic violence charges against him go to trial. Her attorneys have said they want the case to conclude as soon as practical and bring justice to her and the people of the state of Florida. Just as a recap, he was arrested Saturday and is facing 5 felony charges, including aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and aggravated stalking. According to the police report, she told police that her ex-boyfriend, Pierce, followed her in his vehicle Saturday morning, tried to open her car door at a stop, then rammed her car with his vehicle multiple times. Police responded after she called. An officer pulled a gun on Pierce, ordered him to get on the floor. He got back in his car, closed the door, drove away, and struck an officer in his left knee. It's not looking good for him. All right, well, that is your Yeeti. And when we come back, I'm all about taking care of my home. Well, I'm going to give you guys some tips on things that you need to be replacing ASAP according to experts. And y'all need to get on this, okay? Because there's bacteria and germs everywhere. It's Way Up.
The news. I got news. This is the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for your Under the Radar. And let's talk about things you need to replace in your bathroom ASAP. Now, Dan, how often do you replace your loofah, or do you have one?
So, it's funny. I actually used to have a loofah, and then I realized how disgusting they are, so I threw it out and haven't replaced it.
So what do you use?
My hands.
It's very white of you.
What do you use?
Well, according to the Cleveland Clinic.
What do you use?
I have a loofah.
Okay, and how dirty is it?
It's not, because I'm clean.
6 years old?
No, definitely not. It's one of the only things that I have on a recurring order. Mm-hmm. So every 2 weeks, I get 4 of them sent to my home.
Okay.
But experts with the Cleveland Clinic said that you have to replace those at least every few weeks.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, because they very rarely dry out completely. And they also recommend a silicone body scrubber. Now, eye makeup should also be swapped out regularly. And according to experts, every 3 months so you don't get an eye infection. Foundations and creams every 6 to 12 months, and powders around 1 to 2 years.
Yeah,
so if you have makeup that's been sitting there for years, Dan. Now, another thing you have to replace, if you have a shower curtain or a shower liner, you gotta replace those. Do not wait until they're nasty, dirty, gray, and gross like that. So they stay damp for longer than shower walls. And if you don't stretch it out to dry after use, then you really have to get rid of those. They say some of them last around 4 to 6 months before that mold and mildew starts.
I learned the hard way in college with that.
Ew.
Well, since then, I've been
really
good about it.
All
right. This is a long time ago.
Contact lens cases. I want to say you have to actually replace those. If you get a corneal infection, sometimes that comes from inside your contact lens case. I don't have contacts, so that's different from me. But you have to replace those pretty often in order to be sanitary. And they said you should buy in bulk. So get like a 24-pack. And the toilet brush. You know how you clean your toilet with a toilet brush, but you might have had that toilet brush for years? I'm kind of guilty of not replacing that quite so often.
It's my wife's job.
To replace that or to clean the toilet?
All that.
Why do guys not clean the damn toilet? Y'all are disgusting.
I poop at work.
But okay. Proving my point yet again. Dan is disgusting.
How is that gross? I spend more time here than I do home.
But anyway, just giving y'all some tips. There's a whole bunch of things that you need to be replacing. But number one on the list, your toothbrush.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I don't want to go in your bathroom and see a toothbrush with the bristles all spread apart.
No.
And looking like it's all bent and disgusting and frayed. Make sure that you change your toothbrush at least every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
At least, at minimum.
I'm good for that one.
Finally. All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. Don't forget, we have the Way It Mix for you at the top of the hour. Plus, we have Chanel, Nicole, Scott, and Drew Sidora joining us. They have an event happening on the 21st in Atlanta. It's called Comministry. We'll be discussing all of that when we come back. And you know Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back. And you also know my girl Drew is in a movie on Tubi called Twin that is the top 5 movies in the nation. So congratulations to her. It's way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yeeti. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and let's get into some Yeeti. So, J. Cole has responded to Cameron's lawsuit. You know, Cameron filed a lawsuit against him and UMG, Universal Music Group, over their collab, Ready 24, and he was supposed to get a verse, he says, from J. Cole, or at least get an interview on his show. That never happened. So he's suing for approximately $500,000. And J. Cole is now responding. And according to J. Cole, he's saying that basically it was to his career benefit, and he said he only demanded unreasonable conditions never agreed to by J. Cole, or an excessive fee inconsistent with industry standards for a featured performance, followed by the filing of this lawsuit without notice to publicly disparage Cole as leverage. So, what do you think about that, Dan?
I hate to say it, especially because Cameron was amazing on J. Cole's album. Also, I think a J. Cole interview with Cameron would also be amazing. I just hate to see it go this way. Hopefully, they can kind of come together and make something happen.
Yeah, but now it gets contentious because you filed a lawsuit.
Yeah.
But I will say, on Cameron's behalf, he did try multiple times, he said, to reach out and he was getting put off. That's, I think, what's going to matter in this, too.
And his point
how
was valid.
J. Cole was responding. Was he saying, yes, I'm going to do it, or no, I didn't like that song, I need more time? Then it makes it feel like you did feel like you were supposed to do it.
Right.
So I think all of that is going to matter. It's a legal issue now.
Cameron was just saying he wants Cole to be a man of his word.
All right, and it's valuable for him, too.
Yeah.
All right, Ja Rule is speaking out about the plane incident with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, and he posted, I am not proud of my behavior. It's goofy to me. I'm a grown man about to be a proud grandfather, and I wish that video of me wasn't out there either. Here's the video he's referencing. I do want to say that I ordered Shake Shack after hearing this. I don't know why it made, when he kept saying, let's shake, and then I said, does anybody want Shake Shack?
The answer is always yes.
And didn't that happen? So yes, he feels like he's out of character in that. He said he apologized to his wife, family, fans, business, and investment partners. You can't get pulled into things like that, especially when you have investment partners. Yeah. All right, Kevin Hart's tequila, Gran Coramino, we have some right here, has reached $200 million in sales. It's continuing to grow. He only launched this in May of 2022. I do really enjoy Gran Coramino.
I agree. It's really good, especially for its price point.
Yeah, so shout out to him for that. Congratulations.
And he's not a sponsor. So.
And I do want to say, with market conditions the way they are, seeing how it's been tough for liquor sales, to see them thriving in that way.
Yeah. There's so many tequila brands.
Is amazing. All right, Nicole Curtis from HGTV. Now, y'all know HGTV got rid of all the black shows, right? Well, They did have Nicole Curtis, a white woman who was doing renovations. She did renovations in Detroit. She was filming Rehab Addict. And as black of a city as Detroit is, it's always been amazing to me that this was the representation that HGTV had. But this clip was published by Radar Online yesterday. And listen to this.
Hi, it's my last one. Oh, fart. What the is that I just said? Nick, you gotta kill that? No, I know 35 minutes. I can't feel it. Oh, my life.
All right. Well, she, I guess has since apologized. She said there's more to this, but my family comes first and I need to be mom right now more than anything else. I will take the time to be as I've always been with you, transparent and honest. TMZ called me as I had just turned my phone on after being at school. I said this briefly, but there is more. She said she is grateful for her 15-year journey on HGTV because after this, they pulled her show. So we'll see if that's a permanent thing because sometimes they do that temporarily and then they think you forget about it and then you come back. But we'll see what happens in the future. And I'm interested to hear how you explain that. You don't say that, right, Dan?
No, don't do that to me.
All right, well, that is your Yeeti. And when we come back, Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. Any question you have, I got your back. I want to help you out. That's 800-292-5150. Ask Yee is next.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
All you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for Ask Yee. And today we have Sydney on the line. She really likes this guy, never felt like this before, but her intuition is saying he's no good.
So I started dating this guy a few months ago, and I feel differently about him than I have for anyone else before. But I'm more of a reserved and focused person, but he's definitely a bad boy. He parties, plays games, all that. But I can't stop thinking about him. But I don't know, like part of me feels like maybe I shouldn't go through with this anymore. What do you think?
Well, what is it about him? I mean, I need a little more details because, you know, they do say opposites attract. So it's kind of like you're the good girl, he's the bad guy. But I do think sometimes our intuition, we have to pay more attention to it. So I just need a little bit more details.
Yeah, so he'll go to all these parties and everything and try to introduce me to his friends who I'm not a fan of. And it's like I'm not vibing with that crowd and I don't want to go to those events, especially when I have work things to do.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of a bad influence there. And I do think you could tell a lot about a person by their friends. Now, I wouldn't judge them and say they are their friends, but the choices that they make about who they're around can sometimes say a lot about them. And your intuition is telling you no, but sometimes the thrill of danger pulls us back in. Is that what you think is happening here?
Yeah, especially this is very different for me.
What about your friends and family? Do they do they think anything? Have they weighed in on this?
I'm kind of afraid to introduce him to my friends and family, so that's also part of the story.
Yeah, I mean, all of this sounds like a bad sign, and if you've never had this type of intuition before, I would pay attention to my gut feeling and take it slow if you're going to take it at all, but you really got to tune into what your intuition is telling you.
Yeah, definitely.
I do want to say, though, this call is kind of like Wuthering Heights. It's the perfect movie to see for a date night and Valentine's Day. So just throwing that out there, too.
Oh, wow. Maybe I'll go see it.
Me too. All right. Well, good luck. And I know I'm telling you all this. I don't know if you're going to really follow the advice because, you know, at the end of the day, we do what we want to. But trust yourself and trust your gut.
I will. Thank you so much.
All right, take care. Like I said, Wuthering Heights is in theaters tomorrow, so you can go and experience that in IMAX. It is rated R, my favorite. Under 17, not admitted without a parent. That was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, leave a message. We definitely will answer your question that way. And when we come back, we have Drew Sidora, Real Housewives of Atlanta, singer, actress. She's everything. And Chanel Nicole Scott is a creator. She's also, she doesn't call herself a relationship expert, but she does talk about that. And she does give great advice. And she's got an event, Comministry, happening in Atlanta next weekend. We'll be talking to them. It's Way Up.
Let's go. Yeah. You are a media maven, right?
Ooh, you never know what Angie's gonna say.
Man, this is gonna be a good time. Hold on, let me have a sip with my girl.
Cheers.
Chanel Nicole Scott. We are getting y'all warmed up, okay, for Comministry celebrating 10 years of curated connections with Kicks and Conversations. Now, Drew Sidora, you're going to be part of that conversation.
I am.
And this is your brainchild, Chanel.
Yes, absolutely. I created Comministry 10 years ago. So it's our 10-year celebration where Comministry is a live event, but it turned into a television show on Fox Soul. And so we have transparent, candid conversation. I created it to have the conversation with the men, but you can't have a wholesome conversation without the woman's perspective.
Ooh, Drew, I want to say, I know your perspectives have changed, but I mean, that's what happens as life be lifing. Our perspectives on everything can potentially change. You know what's hard, though, I think, for you navigating, Drew, is that you have children you want to protect.
Yes.
And so sometimes people don't think about that when they're going through tough situations.
You always get me. See, that's what it's like. People say, well, why didn't you say this? Or why couldn't you share that? And it's like, as transparent as I have been, the world has seen literally the demise of my marriage. It is me always considering my kids. And this is like something Chanel and I sharing all the time. Is like, you know, really me taking time to get back to my purpose. And now, like, I can come and say, okay, I dropped my album. I did something for me. And, oh, I'm back to my movies. I did something for me. And really
Top
embracing.
5 movie being watched right now, period.
$145 million girl. I mean, blessings. Okay. And that's kind of just a testament to when you kind of embrace a selfish season to really put yourself first, get back to you. And that's just really like what I've gone through and what I can say it's working for me.
Right now, I'm talking to Drew Sidora and Chanel Nicole Scott. They have an event February 21st in Atlanta called Comministry. You've also mended relationship with Portia, which is good.
Go naked. I'm wearing the Drew wig. So yeah, we're back in business together. I'm so excited.
Does that happen on the show, or did it happen like behind the scenes? No one had a chance to see that play out.
You will get to see it this season.
Oh, good.
But then we also are promoting it on social media. But it is all because on Reunion, it was so amazing how Portia just took ownership and was like, I apologize. And I just feel like when some of the ladies are able to do that in this group, you can really, and just in relationships in general, you can just get through things. And it really has made us closer. Now we're back to laughing, having a ball. And I'm just so grateful to have my girl back because it was rough last season.
Good.
It was bad.
More than anything, you forgave.
Amen to that. Amen to forgiveness. Yes, I did.
Yes, absolutely.
I did.
You don't hold a grudge.
But I just feel like we were both going through so much, pretty much the same thing at the same time.
That is a fact.
So it was like, we need to be here for each other.
Y'all went through some things.
Listen.
On there.
Things.
But
Life
congratulations, by the way. I saw the way the blogs approached like your settlement and your divorce. They were like, it's a win for Drew. Do you feel like it's a win for you?
I mean, I feel like in divorce, nobody wins. Yeah. It's kind of like getting back what I came to the marriage with. Whoop-de-doo. You know, that's what I came here with. I've had my business since 2005. So I just feel like absolutely that's what should have happened. I hate that we were even fighting over it. I don't have to give alimony.
Yeah, that was wild. I know somebody right now in real life who's currently like getting sued, and their ex or soon to be ex-husband wants alimony and like access to all of their finances and things they might have in the future. I'm like, that is crazy. But then on the flip side, people say women get that all the time.
Yeah, that's true. California.
Yeah.
California. They take your pockets for you. Yeah.
Drew Sidora is here. So is Chanel Nicole Scott. And we are talking about love, life, relationships, work, all of the things. And we got more when we come back. It's Way Up.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Drew Sidora and Chanel Nicole Scott. They have an event, Comministry, February 21st in Atlanta. All right, so I've seen people talking about this is going to be the year of Drew.
Really? I'm like, who said that?
I've seen it on social media. Really? And when you posted Kelly's restaurant, people were like, "This
gonna live that
I'm
down."
not. I mean, for being hungry.
But people were like, "This is great promo for the new season, though."
Really? Okay. Well.
But she took offense to that. So where are you guys at now? Did you speak offline?
No, I mean, I feel like for whatever reason, Kelly has just always come at me for no reason. You know, we don't really have an issue. I don't have a particular issue except for I just haven't been able to get to know the real Kelly. I feel like Kelly came in hot, you know, looking for a moment, and she came for me. And I just get tired of it. You know, I get tired of the girls feeling like I'm an easy target. And then when I stand up for myself, but in all actuality, I was genuinely going to get some chicken and waffles for my kids. One thing I've always done is ate her chicken and waffles.
Okay.
But I just didn't know that it was shut down. So I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get the memo.
Right.
And that's a problem. You know, that was a problem. She got very rattled. So I was like, okay.
I guess people are sensitive about their businesses, especially if they're having like issues and going through it. You know how the internet is. Then there be jokes online. You're pretty good at handling that, but everybody doesn't have that. Like,
well, in this group, you got to be strong, you know, because I have to
amazing
take
at
a lot. Listen,
You took a lot.
she has come for my music career. I mean, she's come for literally everything of my existence. So I just feel like, you know, if we're going to throw our little shady moments and whatever, you got to be able to take it, especially if you're going to toss it out.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm talking to Drew Sidora and Chanel Nicole Scott. They have an event February 21st in Atlanta called Comministry. If you start dating again, would you bring someone on the show?
Well, I mean, I have a friend that I do bring on the show this season, and it's my friend. You know, we went out on a little date. We went on a little date. Like, we went on a little, you know, it was cute.
You showed his face?
Yes, he showed his face. You know him too.
I know him.
You do.
Have you had to explain a lot to your kids?
Well, the thing about it is, I don't think a lot of people knew, but we have a court order where we cannot talk to the kids about it.
Okay.
So we've had to create this world for them, you know, of normalcy. So when Ralph did move into the basement, we were like, okay, he's giving me more space upstairs. He has to focus on work. That's, you know, why he's downstairs. So it wasn't the real, but that's because it's a court order. But they see things online and they're like, well, what is this? Or their friends will show them something and we're like, well, you can't believe everything you read.
Did you want to sell the home or would you have preferred to keep it?
Well, that actually hasn't been finalized.
Okay.
So it's not over. There's a few things that have been agreed upon, which I'm so grateful. It's been 3 years. So we have made some headway, though, on a lot of major things. So I'm just happy for that.
Well, listen, how can people get tickets? If they're listening, if there's any left that they could purchase?
Yeah, we have some tickets left. You can either go to the website at comministry.com or you can just go straight to Eventbrite and search out Comministry.
Okay.
And I posted on my page. Go to my page. It'll direct you right to where you need to go.
Or my page. Link in the bio, Instagram.
Listen, so many ways. No excuse.
Okay. I'm going to be checking in with you weekly, too, okay?
Please.
I'm going to be like, so what happened last night? I need to...
And you know I'll tell you.
I know you will.
Like literally every Sunday, you can hit me. I'll let you know what's up.
I appreciate it. Well, thank you both so much. Chanel and I have some things on the way, too.
Yes, we do.
So I'm excited
I'm
for
so
that.
excited for this.
Wow.
Yes.
But always so nice to see you. I'm glad that,
I love you.
You know, that you came here. I love seeing y'all together. Love you guys
my
both.
girl. Yeah.
Make sure y'all get those tickets for the Comministry event that's going down on February 21st in Atlanta. And when we come back, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. It's Thursday, guys. We got one more day. Valentine's Day is coming up, but tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Just thought I would point that out also. But thank you to the Brat and to the Real BB Judy. They're on lip service, so make sure you check out that episode right now and pick up their book. Also, my guy Torae, who is the co-chair for the Black Music Collective for the Grammys, who came through and kind of broke down how you can actually be a voting member of the Grammys, but also all the activities around it, how the Grammys work. Eve just recently getting a Grammy from 27 years ago. What a big deal. Drew Sidora and Chanel Nicole Scott, they have their Comministry event that's happening in Atlanta on Saturday, next week Saturday though, the 21st. So make sure you check that out. Now, again, you know, this is your show, and you know how we roll. It's Way Up with Yee. It's the Way Up Gang, and it's your show. You have the last word.
My name is Chelsea. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I want to shine a light on my wife. So I called last year around, I think, March, and got through to Angela, and I was telling her how we were about to make some really big changes, and my wife was going to be the only one working and holding it down. It was me finishing nursing school. So I wanted to shine a light on my wife for holding it down with the kids and us this whole past year, and God as well for helping us make a way. And I'm about to be a nurse. I'm excited.
It's showtime.
Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now.